How many dreams have been delayed, not because of failure, but because of later? The business idea that never started, the book that was never written, the health goal that kept getting postponed, the phone call that should have been made years ago. Most people think procrastination is a harmless habit. It isn't. It's a silent thief that steals time one day at a time until one day you look back and wonder where the years went. Today, I'm going to share a simple method that can break the procrastination cycle in as little as 10 seconds. Not with motivation, not with willpower, and not with complicated productivity systems. Just one small action that can change the direction of your day and eventually your life. Welcome back to the Wise Legacy Code. Because when it comes to your future, prevention is always better than cure. Many people try to cure procrastination after it has already damaged their progress. They wait until deadlines arrive. They wait until opportunities disappear. They wait until stress becomes overwhelming. But wise people do something different. They prevent procrastination from taking control in the first place. Today, I'll share 3 powerful codes that can help you stop procrastination before it grows into a habit. And each one begins with just a few seconds of action. Code 1, the launch code. The first code is called the launch code. Whenever you catch yourself delaying a task, count backward from 10 to 1. 10, 9, 8. Keep going until you reach 1. Then immediately take the smallest possible action, not the entire project, just the first step. Open the file, write 1 sentence, put on your walking shoes, pick up 1 item. It sounds simple because it is, but simple doesn't mean weak. Consider James. At age 42, he dreamed of starting an online business. Every evening he told himself he would begin tomorrow. Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next month. Nearly 2 years passed without a single step forward. One day he decided to try a different approach. He counted down from 10 and opened a blank document. That was all. The next day he repeated it. Weeks later, that document became a business plan. Months later, it became a real business. The breakthrough wasn't the business. The breakthrough was the first 10 seconds. Prevention is better than cure. And preventing procrastination begins the moment you launch into action before excuses have time to grow. Code 2, the momentum code. The second code is called the momentum code. Here's something many people misunderstand. Procrastination feeds on overthinking. The longer you think, the more reasons your mind creates to delay. But action changes the conversation. Once movement begins, momentum takes over. Think of a bicycle. The hardest part isn't riding, it's getting started. Take the story of Sarah. At 51 years old, she wanted to improve her health. She had gym memberships, workout plans, fitness apps, but she rarely exercised. Every morning she debated with herself. Should I go today? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe when I feel more energetic. Then she created a new rule. Her only responsibility was to walk for 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes, nothing more. Most days, those 2 minutes became 10, then 20, then 30. Within a year, her health had transformed. The secret wasn't discipline. The secret was momentum. Small actions prevent the buildup of resistance, and prevention is always easier than trying to repair years of inaction later. Code 3, the identity code. The third code is called the identity code. Most people focus on what they need to do. Successful people focus on who they need to become. Instead of saying, I need to finish this project, ask, what would a responsible person do right now? Instead of, I need to save money, ask, what would a financially wise person do today? Meet David. At age 58, he wanted to write a book about lessons he had learned throughout life. For years, he postponed it. He kept saying he would write when he had more time. Then he changed one thing. He stopped thinking of himself as someone who wanted to write a book. He started thinking of himself as a writer. Every day, writers write. Even if it's 1 paragraph, even if it's 5 minutes. That identity shift changed everything. 2 years later, his manuscript was complete. The lesson is powerful. When your actions align with your identity, procrastination loses much of its power. Because you're no longer forcing yourself to act. You're simply being the person you've chosen to become. And that is one of the greatest forms of prevention. Finally, so remember these 3 codes. The launch code, count down and take the first step. The momentum code, focus on movement, not perfection. The identity code, become the person who acts. Procrastination rarely destroys lives overnight. It works quietly. One delay, one excuse, one postponed opportunity at a time. That's why prevention matters. The sooner you interrupt procrastination, the less power it has over your future. Your legacy is not built by what you plan to do someday. It's built by what you choose to do today. And sometimes all it takes is 10 seconds to begin. If this message helped you, leave a comment below. What is one task you've been putting off that you'll start today? I'd love to hear your answer. And if you're committed to building a wiser, healthier, and more meaningful legacy, subscribe to The Wise Legacy Code and join us for more timeless lessons that help you take action before regret takes its place. Remember, your future is shaped by today's smallest decisions. Choose action, choose progress, choose your legacy.